It has to be said that in addition to being the rarest, the Sigma male is probably the most misunderstood personality type. Some people label him as cold, aloof, and distant. Others just think he's a loner. But this is just proof that they don't get him at all. And they don't have any idea why he acts the way he does. So, how does he act? Well, firstly, he doesn't act. Everything he does comes from a genuine and authentic place. There's no falseness, no disingenuity, no pretending, just pure, unfiltered Sigma. In this video, we're going to take a look at 10 ways that the Sigma male acts, or perhaps more accurately, how they naturally behave. Number 10. He plays by his own rules. Sigmas struggle with authority, and this is something most of them have struggled with since childhood. They've always felt like to be respected, one has to earn it. And most of the time, figures of authority don't necessarily earn his respect. And if he doesn't agree with the rules that they or society tries to impose on him, well, then he simply won't abide by them. This doesn't mean he intends to break the law, but he is discerning in the rules that he follows, usually only because he happens to personally agree with them. If he has to live in a society, then he'll do so on his own terms, and playing by his own rules. He is the master of his own fate. Number 9. He observes and analyzes. Sigmas spend a lot of their time observing others and analyzing their behavior. He seeks to understand the socio-sexual hierarchy, although he has no desire to be a part of it himself. He rejects the rules of the hierarchy, preferring to live by his own rules, but still wants to understand it so he can use it for his own ends. Number 8. He acts hard to get. Playing hard to get comes naturally to a Sigma. So it's not something he ever pretends to be, like other men who go out of their way to impress a female. The Sigma is unlikely to postpone his activities or change his plans for someone else, and he's also unlikely to prioritize someone over his own time and needs. Essentially, Sigmas are hard to get because they set their own pace and tempo. The only people he wants to attract into his life anyway are people who share his philosophies and perspectives. Therefore, they will understand that the Sigma puts more value on his own time than compromising it for someone else. And that's just fine. Being someone who is naturally hard to get significantly increases his levels of attractiveness when it comes to the opposite sex, as people often have increased interest in the things that are out of their reach. Number 7. He doesn't chase women. One of the reasons that women often chase the Sigma is because he won't chase them. As a gentleman, not only does he recognize the likeliness that this will backfire on him if he's looking to seek some kind of intimacy or relationship with a woman, as it can freak her out, but he's too busy working on being successful in all other areas of his life. Plus, when it comes to dating, the Sigma is very selective and desires only the things that will enrich his life. So he deliberately keeps his distance from women who he deems unsuitable, with only women who share the same mentality and standards of the Sigma coming close. This is one of the reasons that women often become so enthralled with the Sigma male. Number 6. He always keeps his word. A Sigma male is the kind of guy that can be trusted to do as he says. But likewise, if he isn't 100% sure he can deliver on something, then he won't make any guaranteed promises. This is also what makes him the kind of guy that you wouldn't want to cross. He makes it clear from the start that he always keeps his word, and if he has promised something, he will go to any lengths to see it through. But if the other person violates their bargain or dares to lie to him, then he will absolutely hold them accountable for what they say and do. This is partly what makes up the Sigma's self-assuredness and ability to appear convincing in everything that he does. Number 5. He lives in the moment. For the Sigma, happiness lies in the present moment. By practicing present moment awareness, he can connect with the fundamental wonder of just being alive. Meditation is something that many Sigma males practice, and presence is meditation in motion, bringing this mindfulness into everyday activities. Meditation without meditating. This involves an amazing shift of attention from the ordinary state of mind-wandering to the experience of what's happening right this second, and one can make this shift anytime, any place. The Sigma prefers to live in the present moment because he is aware of and has experienced the benefits. Living in the present contributes to your energy levels, memory skills, and motivation to achieve your goals. It allows you to be a better listener and be more aware of your surroundings, and all in all, it can lead to greater happiness and contentment in your life. Living in the moment also makes the Sigma feel good, so he brings it into his life as often as he can. Number 4. He always does the right thing. No one knows about right and wrong more than the Sigma gentleman. He shows an unwavering commitment to do the right thing in every action he takes, even when no one is watching. He's a man with a lot of integrity, so he doesn't live with any guilt. He does the right thing in the moment, and that means he has nothing to fear, as he has nothing to hide. If it turns out that he makes a mistake, then he will own up and take responsibility. But regardless, in that moment, he thought it was the right thing to do, which is what matters. This isn't anything to do with being a boring do-gooder. It's about him being human and getting what he wants while not stepping on people and treating them poorly as he does it. By doing the right thing, he brings the right kind of people into his life, which means he can succeed quicker. Doing the right thing is always the right thing. It feels good, brings you closer to the best people, and it really can change your life. Number 3. He doesn't engage if he doesn't want to. One of the best things about choosing to live outside of the socio-sexual hierarchy is that you're not bound by the rigid social rules, customs, and expectations that everyone else is. Even if they don't feel like it, other people will engage in conversations, events, and behavior out of the unwritten rule of social niceness. Not the Sigma though. He doesn't care a bit about how he might be judged. He's only going to engage and take part in things that he wants to, if it serves his own need in some way, or on the odd occasion makes someone happy that he truly cares about. He prefers to live his life by staying authentic to himself and to make himself happy, not to please others. Sometimes that means not engaging at all, which can be annoying for some, but as far as the Sigma's concerned, well, it is what it is. They can take it or leave it. Number 2. He's always studying something. Naturally curious and always on the lookout for new ways to improve himself and continue learning and evolving, the Sigma male is always studying or in the process of learning something new. He'll aim to become an expert in any topic that significantly interests him, or become accomplished at any skill he thinks would be beneficial to add to his already impressive skill set. In his free time, you'll most likely find him engrossed in a book, watching a documentary, or reading pre-reviewed articles online to improve his skills or to increase his knowledge about a certain topic. His willingness to learn helps him to succeed, and this thirst for new knowledge propels him forward and enables him to continue growing and evolving. Now, before we take a look at number 1 on our list, don't forget to click the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel already, and be sure to turn on notifications to stay up to date with our weekly uploads. Thank you guys so much, we really appreciate you. And now on to number 1. The Sigma male has 0 expectations. Having high expectations usually leads to disappointment, and that's why the Sigma tends not to have any expectations of others at all except for himself. He is a man who seeks to take care of all his needs without having to rely on other people. People are humans, and humans make mistakes. So he lives by the motto, if you want to get something done, do it yourself. And do it he does. Now, this doesn't mean he's too proud or arrogant not to ask for help when he absolutely needs it, but it still stands that he doesn't place any expectations on anyone else except himself, and equally doesn't allow expectations to be placed upon him by others. What do you think about the way Sigma males act? Can you relate to any of the ones mentioned in our video? As always, let us know in the comment section down below. And if you've enjoyed today's topic, please don't forget to help us out by liking the video, sharing it, and helping us to grow our community. That's all for this one, and I'll see you next time.